All right.
How are you?
Hey guys.
I need chocolate.
We're all doing well. I assume we're all very high from last night because we all did shrooms together, right, guys?
That's what I
happened.
did.
Yeah.
Or I call it sleep. That's what I call it.
Yeah, I call it that too.
Shrooms, sleep is my new
Some
food.
people call it shrooms though.
Did
Have
you
we
do
start-
shrooms last night?
Did I really do shrooms? No, I didn't really do shrooms. I'm sorry.
Did you
I need to.
stand up?
I didn't. I was just getting ready for today. I will tell you guys this. I'm planning on doing this for once February hits, which is Sunday. I'm going to do nothing but black rooms.
Nothing but black rooms.
That's what happens every time I say that. Nothing but black rooms.
What do you mean?
I thought it was happening
Rooms
again.
populated by or run by black Americans, or do you mean like little theater rooms? that
I mean
are
both
often-
actually. Those both. No.
Sure.
Majority, predominantly black audience. That's what we're
Have we begun actually?
Yes, yeah, we're starting.
Hey, it's the guy forcing a beginning. It's me. I'm Joseph Rocha. I'm here with Chris Hamilton and Christy Bellich. Very funny comics. And this is the I Swear to God podcast. Okay, I did the intro. I'll be quiet now. Continue.
I swear.
I swear to
Because
God.
you're
Yes.
only working black rooms now.
Well, just until February's done.
So what?
Oh, you're doing it specifically for February, for Black History Month.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool tribute.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you for
Chris
bringing this
Hamilton.
into the world.
You're my hero, Chris.
Oh no, not at all, man.
Have
You're
I ever
wonderful.
told you you're my hero?
So what do you?
Is this gonna be like a musical one?
So wait, I asked you on Facebook about the N word, right?
You did? What did you
Neighbor?
say?
I felt like I hurt. I felt like
When you said it last week, a dope mic.
I said it at an open mic twice, and
Yeah.
it's like the 5th time I've said it on stage.
Okay. I see nothing wrong with. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
So
Do you get a
wait.
buzz? Do you get a buzz saying it?
No, actually, I feel like I'm a horrible human being, and I want to ask because
Something's going on over here.
Is it the birds chirping again?
No, it's this. Okay, sorry.
It's porn. It's his.
It's
Porn.
definitely. I heard the moaning.
Oh wait.
But it's like two guys
Totally
moaning.
is.
Yeah.
Why is there a donkey involved?
Well, I happen to be Latino American, and one of the things we learn to pleasure ourselves is to
burro.
get it. Yes.
That's actually
Not
a
even
thing
a
that
donkey.
happens in
Oh,
Brazil.
it is.
They
I want to
fuck
go to
donkeys.
one of those things.
Oh my god! No, it's a guy that fucks a donkey though. It's not like a woman gets fucked by a donkey.
There's that show and like.
Don't look at me like I know what.
Well, you was just talking about it. You kind of, a little bit more
I
than
just
we
love
did.
that, like, she's gonna say something foul, and she's looking at me like I know.
Get ready for
Okay.
it.
I remember that.
Hey, you're from San Francisco.
That is absolutely correct.
Anything goes in San Francisco.
Not exactly, 'cause San Francisco can be remarkably. I don't know how to. What do you mean by anything good? What do you mean by that?
Anything goes.
Exactly
in
what
San
she said. Yeah,
Francisco.
yeah.
I feel like places
Yeah.
like New York and Las Vegas are a lot more for.
I killed a
think
guy in
it's
San
just-
Francisco.
There's like for the beta people. You know, you're like, oh, I'm crazy, but I'm still in San Francisco and I gotta work because this place costs a lot of money. Like to
Oh.
me, New York is a lot more harder and more intense. So, but I don't even know what you mean. I mean, are you talking about sexually? Are you talking about lifestyle?
Kind of everything, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're progressive.
Did you guys know there's gays there?
No way.
Get the fuck out of here.
There are
San
gays
Francisco?
there. San.
Get that. No, I don't believe that.
Perfect.
You mean with the 49ers?
What do you mean, San Francisco?
Get the hell out of here. Hell no.
Reals?
Is this guy coming today?
I hope so.
No, he's not.
Because
He's
there's
not.
4 squares in this, so we could split it up between
shit.
the 2 of us. 3
Yeah.
of us, excuse me.
Do you hear music over here too? Is that weird?
At this point,
Okay.
we're at the
There is-
Grizzly Pair. We're lucky we don't.
have-
We only hear one
We
source
have
of
a
music.
Super Bowl party out there. They're
Oh.
pre-gaming for 24 hours.
That's a bad idea.
We are recording this at the Grizzly Pair in the village, and it's Super Bowl weekend, or as I like to call it, I don't really give a fuck.
You guys see all the party buses out this
I
weekend?
did see the party buses. Okay. Oh,
Yeah, it's all
wow.
the people who are like, I put money down on the Patriots, man.
And just tell you
Why?
that party and bus is the worst combination of words ever.
Party buses are fun. Have you ever taken one? You guys ever
I've
taken
been
one?
I've
took
been on
one.
buses where people were partying. That's that means. It just sounds funny. Like, hey, you know what? I want to have a good time with my friends. I want to get some alcohol, some drugs. I just want to get a bus.
Go on a bus. Yeah, that's exact. That sounds like a star
Where's
movie.
my Metro card?
Not a bus like that.
Oh, you mean like a private rented bus?
Yeah, those are the best.
Anyway, I just stepped over Christy's tail of party bus. What did you
You
notice on the
didn't
party
step
bus?
over me at all.
And she was also talking about the N-word that she didn't get to finish either.
Yeah, I know. How do we
Joseph.
go away from that quickly?
Joseph-
Yeah, he just wasn't
Like there was an internal thing going, go away from that.
Joseph has a book that he needs to write, and I feel like this podcast is helping him filter that into something.
What book are you talking about?
Bullshittery.
Bullshittery? Why do you call me that I'm
Because it's your definition of bullshittery. It's kind of like one of those things you see on Colbert, where they'll have like a segment.
I get what you're saying. I mean, what?
Joseph's
listen.
Weekly Bullshittery.
Let me get the offensive voice out of my. Hey, what do you mean? Why would I write the bullshittery book?
Because you just strike me as somebody who would.
Okay, I'm not gonna get
And
you.
Chris
How
strikes
dare you say to me that I would write the bullshittery book?
Okay, that's a bullshit
I easily
thing.
could.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
As
definitely
I'm
bullshit voice.
pretending to be offended, I'm doing exactly.
That's the
what
bullshit voice. Yeah, everybody likes that voice.
If I had anything to say about, no, wait a second, the N word, the word is
yeah.
nigger. Just say it. The
Well,
word nigger. There we go.
see, I can't.
Christy is white and a female.
But my question is, I was approached at an event that was for, like, the Garner family, and I think I've talked about it before, and I was approached by somebody that had a book they were pitching, and they're selling, and the whole book is the history of the word, and why nobody should ever use that word ever.
That's stupid.
And I was like, thinking to myself, I've already said this word like however many times on stage I've said it to emphasize a point.
Sure.
And then I watched the movie Lenny. Have you guys ever seen the movie
Absolutely.
Lenny?
No, I haven't seen
Dustin Hoffman in the 70s. Are you talking about the documentary or are you talking about the fictional
I've
one?
seen both, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fictional one.
Yeah, that's Dustin
And then I
Hoffman.
listened to all of Lenny Bruce's stuff, and he used it to make a point, and he called himself names because he's Jewish, and I don't know. My question is, should I jump off a bridge?
No. That was the easy answer. I mean, I don't know what Joe's gonna say, but no, over here.
Well, which bridge?
George Washington?
Oh, come on.
She said Golden Gate. Yeah, Golden Gate. That's where they all do it, right?
Yeah,
They all travel there and just
at
fucking.
least travel one more time
Oh, man.
and find a bridge that's beautiful. So you go, at least I'm here, and then maybe
Wouldn't-
I'll change your mind.
That would be the greatest. You know how people walk for peace across the country,
Show yourself for peace.
and they have signs? Mine would be I'm walking to the Golden Gate Bridge, and it'll be that scene from whatchamacallit with Tom Hanks where he plays Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump, yeah, and he's running. He's
Yeah,
doing the running.
he's
You
running.
just follow him. Yeah.
And he picks up people along the way. I'll pick up wayward people that are we also want to jump off the bridge, man.
You're a hero.
I could just see
Already,
a bunch of black people watching damn, these white people stupid. Why they doing
Why
that?
are white people so
Like-
crazy?
Yeah, they so crazy.
The Pied Piper.
Yeah,
Suicide.
the whole time it's a fun, a joyful thing. You're learning lessons. You jump out and scream.
Do you hate yourself?
Yeah.
Do you find life hard to bear?
Oh my God, much so.
Let's walk across the country.
Okay, I got nothing else to do.
Why is that Star Wars? So it's.
It wasn't though.
Okay, I'm sorry.
By the way, it's been about 5 minutes. We already got suicide and the word nigger out there. Hi, everybody. It's early, and we're gonna
Breaking
get out.
records, people.
Breaking records.
Dude, I got a joke. The one that says, my whole life I heard nigga please, nigga please. Well, I haven't never said nigga thank you. So I've said the word many, many times.
Yeah, what is that? 6 times already?
Yeah, okay.
Please.
And it isn't the kind of word that if you're going to use it, you have to commit to it. You can't just go, hey, can I say this? So it's but then you got to go, why am I saying this? And I think that's a perfect example because I think the twist is worth it. I've had other material about it. I'm trying to think of some. Well, I had a friend of mine. One of my best friends, we were out of communication for a while. We're back to talking to each other. She literally said to me, she goes, I have never used the word nigger in anger. And I was like, well then how else would you use it?
That's hilarious.
Hello, nigger. Come on. And that thought that was funny. But I go, but the twist is not enough to say that word. I think it's an amazing word. I think comics, we're all I know I am, interested in words that create a buzz or create, rape. That's a word that's like, oh shit, something's a cunt. That's another one. It's just I'm gonna say it. I want to say something that go, oh, okay, that was worth it, as opposed to just going, rape cunt nigger, you know? Which is my first album.
That's the name of his album. That's hilarious.
Rape cunt nigger.
I've literally never heard the word cunt until I got to Ohio.
Oh,
that was
funny.
the first time I've ever heard the word cunt used. And I was like, what, like 20? So that's not a buzzword for me.
Was it a couple fighting?
No, they weren't. They were just saying it. And I'm like, okay, you're saying made up words. Oh. And like I started using it, but it was like, don't say that. That's a bad word. I was like, fuck you. Like, no, you nigga, don't tell me what to say.
Oh shit.
No, words are dumb. And if you're like gonna like emotionally attach yourself, like, don't say that. You're fucking dumb. I think you should use that word. If you want to use that word, go ahead and use it. If somebody gets offended, ask them, has they ever been called a nigger? Because I guarantee you niggers aren't getting offended by using that word. It's not us. It's definitely the non-niggers that are like, oh, don't say that.
It's the white people who are like, I love Whole Foods.
Yes, yeah.
By the way, Chris Hamilton is Chinese, by the way. He's
Konnichiwa,
Chinese.
bitches.
That's Japanese.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, I had nothing. I have nothing for Chinese.
You got nothing?
Domo arigato. What is that? What is that?
That's Japanese.
God damn it!
I wouldn't
Fuck
know
you,
Chinese.
China.
Yeah. Whoa.
You already co-signed. It's too late. You already agreed to it.
I'm definitely the person, yeah, say whatever the hell you want. Just know that there's always a consequence. Even if you don't always...
See, now there shouldn't be a consequence. To words?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah! No, wait, no. I'm not kidding you.
No, absolutely. No. I mean, like, if you can make it funny and interesting and compel people, absolutely go for it. But also know that if you don't, here's my thing. If I'm going to say any of the 3 words I said earlier, hopefully I'm going to make it entertaining. If I'm doing it in stand-up, because I don't want people going like, why did he say that? Why did he say that? Because now I'm uncomfortable. But if I release the tension or go, was that funny? Then I go, okay, I can say it. Because it is more an intellectual exercise for me. I am that person who is sensitive.
Chris talk.
Well,
No, it's alright. It's alright. No, it's to get offended by words is literally the first world problems of America.
Oh, come on.
No, wait, listen. Brazil, you think they fucking care? You think that's a problem in other places?
Care.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not. I could probably go over there and be like, oh, you guys Brazilians are niggers. Like,
You say it.
they won't. It's not. You're like, all right, well, I'm hungry. Like, if you're gonna
Have you
feed
been to
me.
Brazil?
Yeah.
I know they kill people in Brazil.
You've been to Brazil.
Yeah, you've been to Brazil. Okay. Dangerous parts of Brazil or not so?
Ciudad de Deus. I needed I told you that story. I needed like a chaperone, like a drug lord chaperone to get around Brazil. Like the parts that I went to.
That's dope.
Because it's just, it's high drug, like that's how we went to what's called quote unquote favelas.
Yeah.
It's like people live on hills. It's crazy. Like their houses are built into the hills on top of other houses built.
Shanty towns or houses, like actual
Well,
houses?
they're called like favelas, but they are shanty towns.
Right.
And it's like, fuck it up. Make it fucked up.
Fuck it up.
Fuck
Sorry.
it up. Because in Rio, it's like super, super rich people in the middle of the city, and all around all you see are the fucking like favelas, like that just reach over into the city.
Exactly.
Now,
Not the safest sounding situation, but whatever.
Now, how are the people when they were talking? Did you understand them? Were you able to comprehend what they were saying?
I spoke a little bit of Portuguese.
Okay.
And I don't know how. You just learn it. You fucking learn it.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. I would never go to Brazil. But were they? How were they? Were they being like offensive when they were talking to each other? Were they like being friendly? Like, was there any boundaries they couldn't cross when they like said certain things to each other?
Here's what I find when you go to like outside of the country is people are super warm and kind but see, that's how I experienced everything. People weren't, it wasn't really the racism, it was the classism. But the classism was the racism because, and I asked somebody this, but they denied it. If you have a drop of white blood, quote unquote, in your genealogy, you're considered white in a lot of regions.
Sure. Yeah.
But if you're here in America, which is, I hope that my mom fucked a Puerto Rican janitor at one point.
Oh my God.
But she didn't.
Well, Mrs. Bellich, how are you?
Hi, Mom. If you're here and you're like, it's just weird because it's just weird how we view race. Because like they'll be like,
well, I don't think it's weird.
I don't think I helped you.
No, you did completely. Because I didn't. When I say the N-word, nigger, I don't mean it. They jump every time I say it. It's I don't think that is a racial thing. I know the history behind it, and I can see how it started out as a racial thing, but now it's not. And the only people that are offended when people say it are white people. Blacks aren't offended. If you was to call me a nigga, I wouldn't care. It's not a thing. If I know,
you're also a performer. You're also a young man, and I don't think you understand. There's several people, black. I do get upset.
There are people obviously. I know there's some people that obviously do, but not
specifically people of color. Don't make it like, There's been many essays by writers.
It would depend. I would say when I was younger, and when I used to hang out with my friends, and like if any old white person would nigga, like we'll all get like let's get mad and fuck them up, but.
What an interesting family you were raised.
I didn't say family, I said friends.
Oh, sorry.
Jungle people. No, I'm joking. But the reason that we would do it is because the closeted racism we had in us that our family didn't tell us about. As in, my mother would tell me stories about history, about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these struggles that we've been through, but she never classified what happened or cleared what happened up. So in my mind, I was like, white people just hate us. So if we see one, let's fuck them up. All we need is a reason. And that was the reason for us. So as a kid, being young, being black, my reason to fight an older white person who definitely probably couldn't fight five of us.
Fight an older white person.
Yeah, it was all I had to do was say the word.
Welcome to Reasons to Fight an Older White Person with Chris Hamilton.
First one, being white. That's the reason right there.
Strike one.
Yeah, strike one.
Y'all's Caucasian.
Y'all's Caucasian. So I think it's not that much like I do know people will get pissed. I do know people will get angry, but they're not gonna get angry if a black person said it to another black person.
Sure.
I'm not sure how white people will act when they say it to another white person, but if you're telling me,
well, can I go back to? But there are black people who will hear like younger generation or anyone really who get upset by that because it's the whole thing about did Martin Luther King and any like civil rights leader make these strides in American culture just so that's what we can do it? I'm not saying that's my opinion either, by the way. I'm saying I've heard it before. Yeah. So I think to make the blanket statement that black people will never get
No, I don't say all black people. I'm saying that it's not as if you can call a gay guy a fag and he's alright with it, he's alright with it because he understands it. He understands that struggle of it. I would never call you the S word. I would never call you the W word. I would never call you anything that's racially.
You meant sandwich and watermelon. Is that what you meant?
You racist motherfucker! No,
Spick and what's the other one? W?
Wetback.
Oh, wetback.
I would never do that because I don't know how you handle that one.
Yeah. Well, that's funny because my friends, especially they're all comics. Once we know each other, we say the worst shit in the world. Everything, like the racial slurs are even the less of it. We're talking about. I'm gonna fuck your mother or something horrible, and it's all bets are off. And I think that's the important thing. If you have a certain intimacy or understanding with the people you're talking to, then you can do whatever you want. But strangely enough, I know you and I feel very comfortable. I don't know if I'd really enjoy saying that word, going, whatever. Even if I was kidding.
Nigga,
Chris,
please.
you're a nigger. Well, maybe that.
Nigga, thank you.
But but that one, yeah. But I mean, if you and I were fucking around and I said like, man, nigger, I'd be like, what did I just do? That's my friend Chris.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. Because we are friends.
Yeah,
we're all friends.
But I'm telling you, I'd still feel uncomfortable in that situation.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't have to. Just like I shouldn't have to feel uncomfortable. Because we talked about that the first episode when you was like, I just don't want to make you feel awkward. Yeah. But we know each other enough that if you did say something, I wouldn't be offended. Just as if I said something to you, you shouldn't be offended. And I understand that. That's completely understandable.
I think it's also a dangerous thing, though, is to go like, well, it's almost like going like, hey, I can say that word. I got a black friend. Like, no, you
and that's
shut
the
the
thing.
fuck up.
That's the thing. Yes, if you have reason behind why you just say it, then you say it to that nigga. That's who you say it to. Oh, I say nigga because I'm Kristen. You say it to Kristen. You don't say it to anybody else. That's all you say it to. That's how I think of it. So I think if somebody came up to you, and I'm not sure how they might have approached, oh, you should say the N-word or don't say the N-word. When you said it last week, I wasn't offended that you said it. I didn't see any reason to be offended by why you said it because I know who you are as a person. And I think none of the black comics that were back here with me, like PD, he wasn't pissed. How many other black
What? What'd she say?
Yeah.
Oh, let's kill her.
Yeah. I love how the way he got.
Let's kill her.
Very composed. Let's kill her. Nobody was offended by it. And it's one of those things that if you are offended by it, you're probably like a shitty person. Like, because you're judging something that you don't even understand.
What I love is you say you're judging them to be a shitty person.
Yes, I'm completely yes, because that's how it works. I'm a shitty person, and I know I'm a shitty person, but I know I'm a shitty person. The worst type of people are the people who don't know they're shitty. Those are the worst type of people. Because racists were shitty people, like people who killed black people. Yeah. Oh. But yes, ignorant people who don't realize that they're ignorant and still do things and think, I'm not ignorant, are fucking horrible people. I know I'm kind of ignorant, and I say it. I don't mind. I don't mind that I'm ignorant.
I don't think I would agree with you on that. Is that
I'm ignorant?
No.
Aw.
How are you ignorant?
Are you ignorant?
Ignorant.
Is simply that we're all terrible people, but not because behavior. That's who we are. Like
yes.
The minute we can admit that there's a side of us that's just shitty, but
yes.
because you're a human being, you know what I mean? Like last week, I went up after Christy and I talked about how I think women will become presidents and leaders, and then I said something, but get over yourself, get over your
Ego.
Yeah, exactly. And
better.
I think you took it personally, which I didn't mean it that way at all, because to me it was about, like, listen,
it was my ego.
Ladies, when you want what you want, don't get in your own way. Just if you want to be selfish, absolutely go for it, you know. And
Ooh.
what? Go.
That gets me on.
What?
Stop people. Stop fucking I'm not talking about you guys.
No.
I'm just talking about people.
It's about Joe. Sorry, that's with you.
She just threw hot coffee on my face, by the way.
Was that me?
No.
Because I'm like, okay. Don't fucking blame other people when you can't fucking do something.
Yes.
Like,
Oh, you're
don't.
talking about that? What does that
No,
mean?
I got blamed the other day for somebody
Right.
not going to a show because I was there because they were afraid to go on stage.
Right.
And then they're like, oh, I can't make it in comedy. Fuck that.
Here's the first question on
shit.
that. They knew you were going to be there, or they actually showed up?
They
And
changed their fucking name. I had this guy who was sort of like my friend that sort of harassed and stalked me over the
Oh, is that
summer.
the stalker you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
And I didn't realize at the time it was stalking until later, and I was like, you know what? This is fucking stalking. He changed his phone number. He got a private phone number. He used to call me on it. And
Did he talk to you when he called you? Or
call me
you
at
just
5
hung up?
a.m. and just like breathe into the phone.
oh, did you really? I never heard. You never told me that.
I have it saved on my phone as do not answer this.
Right.
And I don't know what that. I try and make this funny, but I can't make it funny. Is
Doesn't work,
what's
bud.
the line between stalking and not stalking?
It's changed in like
Because of
the
Facebook.
idea of social media. Absolutely. I think if you feel endangered by somebody, that's all you
I
really
got
have to
pepper
worry.
spray because
That's
of
right.
it.
Good.
You
good,
pepper
good.
sprayed him?
Someone
Is that
got
what
it
you
for
said?
you, right?
I got somebody gave it to me. They
Yeah.
heard the story and gave me fucking pepper spray.
Oh, dope.
But
That's the difference. I mean, like I look at people's pictures, women generally a lot, actually men too. But I'm not going, I'm going to kill you. I'm just like, I'm just kind of interested in looking.
Oh,
at
wait, you think
pretty
he's like
people.
trying to kill you?
Not
No, I
trying
don't
to
think.
kill
But
me.
he was emotionally. I'm assuming he just was inappropriate. He just
was-
wanted to get in your life. He was angry at you.
recorded my phone conversation, like private phone conversations with him, and sent them out to other people. Like, and when I went to the police about it, I was like, I used to have my own podcast. He took that and spliced it up and put it into his podcast.
Oh, shit.
And the thing is, I believe so strongly in the First Amendment that it's like, you know, and I cared about this guy as a friend because he's a shock jock, like he's a radio show host. And so when I went to the police, I was like, look, I'm not going to report his name, but I'm going to tell you the behavior. They're like, fucking report him. Sounds like what we get in cases all the time. And I was like, but it's a First Amendment thing. I do this for what I want my living to be. I don't want to ever do that to another person who does the same thing. And they're like, but this is different. And I was like, and that's been where my questioning's at. Like, where's the line? And I go over the line a lot, but this guy was like doing all this stuff. Anyway, fast forward, he pops up every few months, like somehow.
Okay.
And so
Gazette.
Okay.
I get
I was going to say herpes outbreak, yeah.
I get a private message from a friend who's running like a show that I religiously go to every week. It's like
Yeah.
a workshop. And I go every week.
Yeah.
My name's on the list of people that go. And he goes, by the way, person XY will not be coming to the show. It's going to be okay. But just out of nowhere, person XY won't be here, right? So I'm like, why are you messaging me about this? It's really, none of my business. He was like, oh, this person mentioned your name when they canceled from the show and said, oh, I can't go because of Christy Bellich. And I said to myself, I said it out loud. I was by myself, and I hate it when people blame other people for not doing their shit. If you want to make it in anything, especially in comedy, write your shit, get on stage, record yourself, and then the next day, write your shit, get on stage, record yourself. You fucking keep going. I hate it when people blame other people for not moving forward.
Okay, let me pause at this though.
I'm just pissed off right now.
I can hear you. Let it out.
Sorry,
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, please do. Yeah.
I've known about this guy, I guess, for about 6 or 7 months. It's a piece of shit.
Oh, and he messaged.
It's not about it's a piece of shit. He's unhinged, and he needs to take care of himself. I don't think he's ultimately like violence dangerous, except that this new turn makes me go, see, can't let go.
The other thing is he messaged not only the showrunner, but another comic that he saw on the show saying, "Oh, I can't go because of Christy Bellich."
And that's what I think. I don't think he actually is using his excuse. He's trying. How can I get to her?
With a different name. He changed his name. That's the weird part. He fucking changed his name too. He went by his stage name, and now he changed it to his real name.
Damn. Did you have sex with him?
No.
Damn.
I never kissed him.
Damn.
He was
What
like,
the fuck is that reaction?
he was my
Did you ever have food
friend.
with him? Damn.
No,
Damn.
I never.
Got them going cray for you.
No, I think it's just an isolated incident. But yeah, the part I'm mad about is where's the line between harassment?
He's crossed it.
Is that the cross
He's
line?
crossed it a while ago.
Cause see, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm not. Maybe stalking is obsolete now because we have new technology.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
But I think it's harassment still.
I think what's happened is the lines are blurred. But no, this guy, from the incidents you told me, he's recorded her and used it on his show to characterize her behavior. He personally attacks her. I don't think he ever went to a show except for maybe one time to kind of meet you and talk about something.
no, he showed up. I was like, please get out of my life.
Yeah.
And when you saw him that day in the summer, he came to. I used to host a mic. He came to my mic randomly one night and just sat there.
Yeah.
And I put him up. I put him on stage, but I don't know where that line is because we are always out in the community.
It's on you, really. Like, when you feel threatened, when you feel like this has now gone beyond just a guy who can't let go and he's infiltrating your life, that's when you need to do whatever you need to protect yourself. Again, I don't get a sense this guy's dangerous, except he should have gotten over it by now. I mean, he should have. The fact that he'll hide just goes, what is he doing? Just sitting there?
Yeah, where's...
Just, like, festering, you know?
Why? Like, that's the part that I get upset about because it's like, I feel like I'm being blamed for somebody not moving forward with their life.
Well, what you're doing is you're taking too much. Don't worry about your actions.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this because it sounds bad, but don't take so much credit for whatever failures he makes. Don't do that to yourself. That you don't need that. That's not. You're not choosing anything for him. It's all his choices. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You're living your life. You're doing your thing. You're like, that's like if a homeless guy walked up to me, you're the reason why I'm like this. No, I'm not. I'm living my life, and you just happen to be fucking next to me. Like, that's it. You know what I mean? And if his actions involve you, that's not your fault because you're not doing anything. You've told him. You verbally said, get out of my life. So that's not you. He's blaming you, but it's not your fault. You know what I mean?
But then that makes me think on an epiphany scale. Because the other day I was thinking to myself,
Epiphany
how
scale.
many,
Sorry. That's just so stupid.
how many of us like do that shit? Like I do that shit. I have depression, right? We talked about depression last week, and I'm like, oh, I want to kill myself. You know,
Hold on
like,
a second.
but like, no, wait. I'm on a tangent this week. All right.
Yeah, I love this.
Fuck that, because it's like, oh, look at all the people that overcame their shit, right? Like Malcolm X couldn't fucking read, right? And how did he read? He read the goddamn dictionary like every day. I don't know if he memorized the dictionary, but he like read the fucking dictionary to like and became like a prolific speaker. Like fuck that shit. I'm gonna read the dictionary every day. I'm just saying that people blame other shit for their shit, and I'm tired of it. God damn it. That's all
Jesus,
I have to say.
take it easy.
Yeah, oh, God.
I'm
Take
so
it
fucking
easy.
tired of
She has a gun right now, guys. Just you guys can't tell. I can't take this shit.
And then I've been listening to Adam Carolla a lot
Right.
too, because he's sexy. So.
I haven't heard you blame anybody for anything. I don't.
Well, it's not just a me thing. I'm doing an overarching thing.
Okay.
An overarching thing. Like people being like, oh, I can't do this. Like I can't do gymnastics because I'm fat. Like then just stop.
Yeah, literally, that's what it is. Like, literally, I completely agree with that. And that's why I'm so empathetic to so many things. You're completely right. Like, if you think you can't do it or you don't have the energy to do it, I don't care. Like, if you can't do it, you can't do it. Fuck you. Like, I'm just doing myself. And just like you should be doing yourself, and you should be doing yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about other people's, oh, woe is me, I need this, I need that. Like, okay, well, fuck you. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much going on in this world to worry about other people's problems and trying to make them your own problems. That's dumb. That's dumb. If I had any friend that was like, I think I'm gonna quit, like fucking quit, then you fucking suck. Like, I don't think I should have to take on your burden. That's somebody else's burden. You know what I mean? And that's how it should be. I think. One thing I love about you is that you're so wonderful. And like,
Dude.
this is the thing. Wait, what happened? Sorry. You have like a aura. Like it's like a wonderful. You attract people to you. It's so beautiful. Like I see people that just want to be helped and just need help, and you're like, yeah, I'm your.
Jesus Christ, throw me a bone. What about me?
You're
I'm
jealous.
rubbing his shoulder now.
Yeah, see that? Look at that. She's helping you out.
Come on, what about me?
He's crying.
I did think that. I think when you said when you went to Brazil and you felt like the people were warm to you, it's because I think you put out that vibe, so
Yes.
they gravitate to you. Whereas
Yes.
I'm not unfriendly, but if I went to a place that I'd be much more guarded.
Yeah.
But because of my shyness, so I don't know if people would treat me. Except that once people do treat me sweetly, then I do open up and relax.
Yeah.
But it makes sense that people wouldn't treat you. Anywhere you
Yeah.
go, people are going to be like that.
You're
you know?
completely wonderful. You're the nicest person I've ever met.
It wasn't the rub Christina's head thing. It was more, but thank you.
Aw, no problem.
It's more just the fuckers thing. Like, fuck those motherfuckers. Like, come on. Like, here's what happens. I got screwed over. Like, have you ever been in a relationship? I know you probably have. I'm not sure if you have. Where somebody just fucks your shit up, your brain up. Like, they fry your brain like
That's
an egg.
me. I do that to people.
You do that to people?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You the brain
It's
fryer?
okay.
I fry people's brains.
You fry people's brains?
Yeah.
And then they come back crying and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, get your shit together. Yeah.
So that's, no.
Jesus, Pimpy.
See, that's why I'm not married, because I
Wait, I'm sorry.
that's why I'm not married, because that's what happens to me. I go, come on, get your shit together. Come on. And then I'm
No, I get it. I completely get that.
you
Yeah,
have
no.
to just eventually you have to look in the mirror. Eventually a person has to look in the mirror. They could be on shrooms. I really recommend.
Sponsored by
I think,
Shrooms.
yeah. Can I take the three things that we're going to talk about the sponsors? First sponsor is suicide. Yes, we're sponsored by
Walk
suicide.
across
You'll
the-
never get away!
Suicide, taking the lives of depressed people for many, many centuries. And also, what was the other one? Was the other one we ever? Look at
is
the
one of them.
shrooms.
Yeah,
That's good. What the fuck?
Is that my finger?
Oh, absolutely. Like, yeah, shrooms can
Is that
clear the head.
angel from above?
So, did I?
Who's sitting on a star?
Shit together. That's what you're talking about.
Shitting together?
No, well, no, I don't. I
What
don't
if
care
that
how much
was like a
shrooms. I don't
couple
care how
thing?
many shrooms
Oh my
I take.
God.
I'm not shitting with
Do
anyone.
you know what went through my
I'd shit
head
with
when you
somebody.
said that? Is like tandem toilets next to each other in bathrooms.
What?
And it becomes like a new couples therapy, like shitting together.
Shitting together.
There's something to that. Like, I had a girlfriend, I can't think of her name right at the moment, but she was the kind of girl, would go use the bathroom, leave the door open. Now, I was very uptight, yes, Catholic guy, you know, and so I told her, why do you leave the door open? She goes, because I don't care. Does it really bother you? You shit. I know you shit. I'm not trying to embarrass you or turn you on. It's just, I don't feel that close. And I was like, why am I getting uptight about that? Now, I still think there should be some etiquette, but I get it. Like, why am I weirding out about something?
Because she's killing the fantasy, man. That's
Yeah.
She wasn't, though. She wasn't. It was just more like, whoa, you're kind of
Wait,
like...
so like, did you notice the door always open? or-
Absolutely. And also, I think it
Where were
brought up-
you? Like, were you like walking through the kitchen?
Well, I was trying to smell the shit.
You got
No,
worse
I
problems,
Want
man.
your chest shit on, bringing it back to Chris. He's the one who talked about how that's like
That's
love.
love. Yes, yes.
But you wouldn't watch your girl on the toilet shitting, but she would watch her shit on her chest.
Yeah, that's ruining the fantasy. If you shit on my
So
chest,
you're saying that shitting on someone needs to be in just a sexual fantasy situation, but when
No,
it
no,
comes
no.
to practical...
no, I'm saying
What about
If you're gonna
after
shit on-
sex?
after
peeing?
sex. After sex peeing, no, that's good. That's perfectly
That's
fine.
good.
That's
Okay.
perfectly fine. I'm just saying, if you're gonna shit on my chest. If you're not gonna shit on my chest, then close your fucking door. Like that's how it should be.
Let me get this again. If you're gonna shit on your chest. Okay, got it.
Yes, thank you.
Ladies, or anyone who ever gets involved with Chris Hamilton, if you're gonna shit on his chest. That is a message from the I Swear to God podcast. Coming at you.
That's the quote of the week.
I think so, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Can't say it again.
That is not going to be topped.
She's just like looking and pointing.
That will not be topped.
Shit on my chest. But if you're not gonna shit, go the fucking
Fucking around. Literally, shit or get off the Chris.
Yes.
I love that.
All I was trying to illustrate was that she showed me, like, why am I embarrassed? Like, especially in a place like New York or San Francisco where everything's crowded, you go like, listen, I don't have another bathroom to go to. Can I go in there and clean up? I don't care if you're shitting. I just need to, shave or something. You go, oh yeah, of course. It just made me realize how uptight I was and start relaxing and calm down. I mean, it's your girl or that's your man. Like, you should be able to see them in any way, as long as there's a little bit of respect. I mean, she wasn't trying to be disrespectful. She's just going, I'm just doing my thing, and I'm going, oh, okay, you're
okay.
right.
So
like, if she was doing it to piss me off, then that's
2 questions.
Else. 2.
Why can't you remember her name? And what made you guys break up?
What is it? That's so funny you would ask me that because we did acid together.
That's hilarious.
Oh, it was great.
You can't remember your girlfriend's own name?
Actually, this time it's right there in my head. I just can't think of her name right now. Stacia. That's what it was.
Get the fuck out of here.
Really cool person.
What race was she?
Greek.
Yes. Okay, good. Stacia. I'm glad she wasn't black. That would have been very.
I shit open.
Would you like some ouzo? Yeah, but first I'd take a shit. She ended up being an artist in Chicago, and she said the coolest thing to me. Years later, she goes, I pursued art because of you. Because she was a waitress when I met her, and she wanted all these things artistically, and I said, well, here's a book, it's called The Artist's Way, and I would always encourage her, like I try to do anybody who's trying to do this. And then that was one of the coolest things that come back, like, yeah, I pursued this because of you. I'm like, cool, that'll work. I mean, like I'm somebody who's like, thinks I don't affect people, and you go, well, stupid, actually you do, so relax. Just do what you do. And it also made me think about letting go of the response of the audience or anybody. You go like, just do your job, be committed to it, and if they're laughing, that's enough. Don't worry about like, oh, is the industry looking at me? Oh, just go like, if people are laughing, they're gonna remember you. I've had gigs come back to me going like, I saw you 10 years ago, and I've been looking for you forever, and you're like, oh, fantastic,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I don't know if I said that as succinctly as I wanted to say that, but I learned to go, I'm not in control of the audience's reaction.
You don't have to look at the phone.
I know why. I don't know why I do that. I noticed it too.
Some chops. I think you really just want the chops.
Yeah.
There's a chocolate from we're brought by Ritz Sports. I never every time I want one of these, I never know what they're called. So it's Ritter Sport.
Ritter Sports.
Sponsored by.
But we were in the middle, like, the knucklehead has crossed the line. I don't say that to you.
Bringing it around.
Yeah.
To be afraid because you're not that person. But to be like, it's okay to take care of yourself. This guy, yes, First Amendment is wonderful, but crossing into your life is something else. That you shouldn't. That's more important than the First Amendment.
Well, I mean, I sent him a distinct email that was like, if you record my phone conversation, if you do this, I'm going to the cops.
Yeah.
So maybe he was trying to protect his ass, but I am not. You know that song, the Eminem song off of Recovery? Do you guys ever listen to that album, Recovery?
Sure.
Where it's like, you can sound the alarm, you can pull out your car, you can but I won't back down. No, I'm not backing down.
Good.
I'm gonna fucking get on stage. I'm gonna fucking do my shit.
Yes.
I'm not fucking backing down.
Good.
Because it's scary.
Why would you?
Well, no, it makes you want to hide. At first, it made me want to hide. Like, when it first started happening, I didn't go to open mics for like a week because I was so scared.
Well, if I can reveal, and you tell me if I'm revealing too much, I don't think I am, but just to fill it in, this was a confidant. This was somebody who was very important in your life.
Yeah.
And they betrayed all that.
Who knew me since I was a science person. Like, knew me before comedy. They were like, a real person in this, like, not saying we're not real, but like, oh my god, this person knew me.
Did he ever like show like romantic interest in you?
Well, that's how we met on a date. and I wasn't like romantically interested in him. But
And
then
I assume you mentioned that at some point, right?
Yeah, and then it became like, oh, okay. Every time he would schedule, like it became like a weird thing.
Well, right.
It became one of those things where he was like a friend, but sort of like, oh, okay, we could eventually date, sort of things.
Yeah.
But it was never physical. It was never. It was just weird. Sometimes you have people in your life and it's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And then you just realize it's never gonna be friendship. It's just always you can't have them.
Shit.
I don't know. Does that make sense?
No, I get you. I get you. Yeah, it does make
I'm gonna
sense.
eat this chocolate.
I want to stop for a second. You said, "Does that make sense?" I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, I'm around.
I need to work on my own like insecurity and my expression, and go just assume you said what you said. But I will literally go like, Did that make sense? It's like I'm you know what I'm really asking is like, please approve of what I just said. I don't think I was unclear unless I was.
I do that too. I don't do it for that reason. I don't want acceptance. I kind of throw it in my act in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll say something that's completely random and you won't see it coming. It's two different ideas and I'll just mush them together. And
I've seen you do that.
yes. And then just because I see how crazy it might be and taboo it might be, I go, does that make sense? Just to see if you agree with me. If you agree with me, I'll keep on going with it. Because I get that you understand what I'm talking about. If I talk about two things. And then I'll go, okay, well, here's the joke. Here's what I'm going with it. But that usually, when I do that, it's usually like a punchline I'm going for. Because I don't just say it like,
I will say this, and obviously I don't set the rules for any kind of stand-up, but I know for myself is the minute I just own what I say and not look for approbation or validation, then I become a stronger comic, because otherwise it's like hey, right? And it's an important thing to learn how to do that because we are trying to get laughter and approval, but at one point I have to go, I believe in what I just said, and if you didn't like it, it's cool. I got other stuff.
Yeah.
No, you got really excited, Christy Bellich. What was that?
Yes.
What was that?
Then what this person did was wrong, and goddamn it, I own that was wrong what they did, and fuck it.
Yes, absolutely.
Fuck it.
In the process of you and I talking about this, I once asked you, "What do you want to do?" You go, "I want to punch him in the face." I go, "There you go. That's what this truth sounds like." That's
That
what
goes
truth
truth sounds like, yeah.
Like
The truth is
a
like
water
5-year-old
balloon
kid.
and just throw a water balloon.
No,
See?
you
5-year-old
wanted
kid.
to punch him in the face because he had you that angry. That's how big the
At
violation
that
is.
point, I was angry.
Yeah.
At that point, I wanted. Oh, the joke that I tried to make was that I have my estrogen stick around, which is the pepper spray because it's a
my
hot
estrogen
pink,
stick.
hot pink pepper spray,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
and it kind of looks like
Glitter.
a vibrator.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You just came. Oh my god! How cool
What?
would that
Did you just
be?
come?
Stop it! I was gonna let it go. So
Nope.
You just came up with the best idea. What if like pepper spray, right, had glitter in it?
Yeah.
Like a spooge of glitter.
Mm-hmm.
So like if somebody tries to
Oh,
like
that is great. I think I know where you're going.
Like they
Yeah.
try to rape or attack somebody, it's like glitter that won't get off their face.
Yeah, so not only are they hurt and immobilized, but then they have this telltale glitter.
So then the cops will have to like go
Mm-hmm.
after them and they'll be like, glitter face! It's glitter!
It's like when you rob bags of money from a bank and the paint it identifies you as having done that. That's
It'd be
hilarious.
glitter.
Well, I'm gonna go
It's
one
called-
more. I'm gonna go even further because you said it's shaped like a vibrator. Why not make it like a mace that's kind of like a Swiss Army knife? It's a mace. It's a glitter provider. It's a vibrator. I almost said a masturbator.
I
Like
would
what else?
not
At the end of the
masturbate
day.
with my mace.
You know what? I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right.
You don't.
That could
ever
be
wanna
really
make
bad.
a mistake.
Yeah,
That could go really bad. Okay, thank you
It
for saying that.
burns, not because of.
Whoops, wrong button. I need to block that.
I'm not sure if you guys know, but glitter, if it hits you in the eyes, you can go blind. Because glitter's like glass.
Yeah, but if you've used the
See?
mace, chances are you don't really give a shit.
Wait!
No.
It's like that
if-
episode of Grey's Anatomy.
I don't watch Grey's Anatomy.
It's the first or second season. This lady bites off this guy's dick,
I didn't see that coming.
No.
Yeah.
and they don't sew it back on
Why?
because
They
you
didn't have
have
thread.
to watch the episode.
I'm gonna go with what Joe said. They just, where's the thread? They just don't have thread.
Where's our cock thread? We're out.
We're out of thread. This guy's
I
not
didn't
out
order
here.
that. Henry Schein didn't come through for us.
This is
They're a
unprofessional.
hospital supplier.
Oh. God, I wish I would have got these references. No, I
It's
don't.
okay.
I don't know why they didn't sew his dick back on.
They
but
did not.
I'm pretty sure that's against some kind of law.
It's because she had the same shoes as one of the doctors.
Once again,
Yeah, I think you're not hearing out there in podcast land, like, we're flabbergasted.
we're not sewing this guy's dick back together at all. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. I mean, First Amendment's right. That's some amendment. Right? That has to be. I don't know.
I think they tried, but the dick didn't take. I think that's what happened. Or
Oh,
something
okay, that
happened.
works. That's I would
you
hope.
you think a liver's hard to find to translate. Any dick donors? I will.
I'll do it. I'll get my dick in.
Shit.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Causing me nothing but trouble.
Never trouble.
Why did we become black guys? We became not even, you're already a black guy, but we became like deep motherfucking generous black guys. Yeah, I'll give my dick.
Yeah, I'll get my dick in.
I mean, I'm not giving it all. I'm going to give you half.
Yeah, like nothing.
I still got plenty.
I got plenty left, yeah.
Yes, we're two men doing dick jokes with a girl. A lady.
Oh, I get it wrong.
I was at a. It doesn't matter. It was an improv workshop, and they'll pick random people to work with each other, and it was 6 guys picked, and I was like, no, I know what's happening. It's just 6 guys that no matter how highfalutin the idea is, we're going to end up fucking each other. And it did. Like within minutes, they were all being like, oh, you're a rabbit? Well, I'm gonna fuck the rabbit. I was like, this is so depressing. That's why I'm so glad that improv and stand-up gets more infiltrated by women every year, so that you don't have to watch like a bunch of guys going like, let me work out my homosexual issues. You're like, I don't care what you do, but it's not funny.
Which comics do you think have homosexual issues?
All of them? All of us? Absolutely.
Really?
I don't think so.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. You've been, I don't want to, I gotta be specific. Like, I feel like people have thought you might be gay, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's an issue right there.
That's not my issue.
No, I'm just saying, though, that's everyone has that kind of.
Wait, so clarify that just again.
And the statement was, she asked, who has homosexual issues? I think all of us do.
And I
It's
said
just
no,
degrees,
but you said yes because people thought I was gay, so that's an issue for me?
Well, you even say it on stage. Like about how you pretend to be gay or whatever to get out of a situation, a fight or something like that.
Yeah, that's because I don't have any issues with it. I'm so
think about
comfortable with my
that.
sexuality.
Think about that, though. That's the scariest thing that you can think of to ward off someone getting in a fight. Think about that.
Well, no, yeah. Because I know it literally works. Like, it literally works.
I know.
So it's not a problem that I have. I think of an issue, I would think that's something I would
I said
be
issues,
like,
by the way,
wrong.
not problems. You don't have to have a problem with whatever, you know.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I just don't.
How have you pretended to be gay?
I would do certain things. Well, it depends. It depends on the situation. But, like, if there's a dude I know I can't fight, like, I know I just, like, if I got into it, I'm just going to get fucked up. Like, well, let me act gay. Because if he beats me up, then he's going to jail for a hate crime. Like, it's going to be a hate crime. It's not just going to be a regular thing. So that's what I would do. But I've never thought of it as, like, as an issue. Like, I've never saw any problem with it. I don't know. I just never thought of it as a problem.
I didn't frame it as a problem. I was just, she said issues. I think all of us do. If anything, I think it's our duty to express ourselves about that because someone else is going through whatever you're going through. You know?
Yes,
and I think,
agree.
and it's amazing to me when I started doing stand-up. It was all just homophobic rage, just like these queers, the AIDS and shit like that. And now there's gay comics out there. There's straight comics like Patrice and Jim Norton who would talk about attractions they had. Like there was a funny thing that Patrice used to say about Sanjaya on American Idol, where he said, "It's so beautiful." It was just so great to hear big, fat, black, crazy ass, badass Patrice talking, and he would lower his voice. Like, I think he's pretty.
I think
pretty.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
I think Patrice O'Neill, the great prophet,
Dead prophet.
Why?
All the prophets are dead. All the prophets are dead. Bill Hicks, dead. Yeah. The only living one is Doug Stanhope.
Right. Well, I'm gonna shut up.
You're gonna say he's gonna die soon?
No.
Oh my God, he already knows.
He tries very hard.
He tries to die on a daily basis.
I don't think
That's good, man. That's how you should live life.
She was in the middle of a thought.
I'm sorry, yes.
Bring it on home.
I think he may or may not have had sex with a guy.
I wouldn't
At
be
some point in his
surprised.
life.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Patrice O'Neill.
Well, I might open up a can of worms I don't necessarily want to. Like, look, I'm overweight, right? And a lot of it has been to suppress sexuality, because I was always afraid. Like, just a lot of drama in my house growing up where my parents just were inappropriate. Not towards me specifically, but like leaving doors open as they're having sex.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's disgusting.
It was always...
Wait, your parents were having sex? You saw your parents have sex?
I didn't want to. We was living in small apartments. And
Mom, Dad.
And by the way, and I don't even say it like they were like, look at us, how we're fucking. No, it was just like they would get into it, and then they're having sex, and they haven't closed doors. And it was just, and by the way, it's not like I said, oh, let me look at that. No, it was terrifying. And so, but I would even hear it, it's like an issue. And so I gained weight to protect myself, both from bullies, from sexuality and things like that. And I'm pretty sure Patrice was that big, even though he was open about having sex and everything like that. You don't get to that size without having something you're suppressing, I think. I think he grew up in a very violent world, which probably brought on the pounds. And so why wouldn't he have homosexual feelings? I think I've had homosexual feelings, but I'm so not bored with women yet that I'm not going to get around that. I've always said to myself, if I got sick of women, I would love to be open enough to go, okay, let's do this. But in the meantime.
See, that's the shittiest thing.
What is?
I think the shittiest thing anybody can say is homosexual feelings, homosexuality, because literally it just started getting a name. Like,
what?
During this, I don't know, probably the 80s, 90s, or whatever, time period. But Greek times, African tribes, it was a thing that people did. Yeah, it was. There wasn't homosexuality. It was I'm fucking this boy. That's what's happening. But I'm doing it out of pleasure.
I think it becomes an issue because of the religiosity. Just the whole...
Religiosity?
Really? I didn't say it right.
I took it like it was a real word. I was like, okay.
No, it is a word. I just didn't say it correctly. Really, I just don't know how to say it.
Religiously?
But I mean, one of the things is you go, well, homosexuality is wrong. Women having their own independence is wrong. Women not being subservient to men is wrong. So, I mean, it fucks up sexuality.
But even
opposed to
then,
going, no, these are things that exist.
In the Bible, I don't think it says homosexuality. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know.
No,
if
it never states it.
It never says the word homosexuality.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that name is something that's new because Plato used to fuck kids. There's an African tribe where they would be
Stop for a second. Is that true? I know that he was a homosexual, but did he fuck kids?
They fucked 14-year-old boys.
Well, there's a line there. There's a line.
No, the thing back then though, it was I'm your teacher. I'm teaching you. I'm going to teach you how to love. I'm going to teach you how to have sex. So you procreate because that's what it was. It was women were procreation, and boys were just fun, and that's what it was. And when the boy grows up into a man, he'd fuck women and have procreate, and then
the worst breakdown of it. No, I'm not.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely.
I love
ghetto-fying this shit.
Man, girls is for just making babies.
Fuck bitches
but
and
boys,
shit.
that's what shit is, man.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But and then I guess at some point, because Alexander the Great, he had a partner. He had a male partner, but he had wives. No time in history was he thought of as being gay. Even movies now they consider his cousins or whatever. But it was. Right. But that's just a thing now.
They were his.
Yeah, that's weird.
They could have been his cousins.
Yeah, it could have been
fucking cousins.
Yeah, there was no rules back then. And not saying that I'm glad we have rules now. What I'm trying to say is that we created all these titles to disconnect ourselves from whatever we should actually. We're fucking humans. I'm human. You're human. You're human. We're all people. I'm black. You're Hispanic. But we shouldn't do that. I'm straight. You're straight. You're straight. Why? Why are there so many? Why are we so much distancing ourselves from what we should be? You know what I mean? There should be no thing like that.
I
That's
will
what I'm
only
saying.
finesse it go from what we can be, not necessarily what we should be. There's no template you have to do.
Yes,
but
completely
if
agree.
you want to explore it, go for it. Why not?
Yeah.
I think maybe I had one vague crush on one person, one man. Maybe he was a comic, and he was twink. What's it called? The sort of feminine kind of boys. And there was something about him, but he wasn't. He was not at all. And it was just, I think I loved his mind. He's a really funny dude. Talent is fucking sexy. I don't give a fuck who has it. You know what I mean?
What, are you talking about the comic talent?
No.
Okay, because I was oh, you just told us. Now we know. Sorry,
I think that the comic talent is very sexy.
That's going to be awkward.
He was kind of twinkish. And
you're
a very talented guy. And then
blushing.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You're fucking
You're
gonna eat it.
fantasizing
So is that
about
what
it.
blood feels like in my face? I haven't felt blood in my face for a while.
How did he look in those slacks?
I don't don't know if it was ever actually me worrying about having sex with him. I just know that it's like a man crush, I would call it now, but I feel like man crush tries to take the edge off. No. You had a homosexual attraction. Like,
but that's why does it have to be homosexual attraction? Why can't it just be like, fucking that's what it was? Like, that's how we are.
I can't say that there was any sexual feelings connected to it, but
if he came up and talked to you, were you like, oh?
Wait, what? No.
I loved your 5 minutes.
No, not at all. Actually,
you're so funny.
No, it was more like no, not at all. That like when I have a crush on a woman, yeah, that feeling is definitely like, oh shit, what do I do now? You know, what's happening? But with him, it's always like it was more like we were connected. You know, and
like
that's
that.
Yeah, she's using her fingers.
I was putting my fingers together.
They'll be in penises and touching
and because Christy is very immature.
Your ears.
Christy's very immature. She's pretending that it's got
like that. It's like a dick.
God, that would be the worst sex, by the way. Just guys jamming their penis at each other. Good lord.
For the record, I have seen that on X videos. And it's very weird. It's very weird. I don't recommend it.
You're just it's called this electric slide.
Nah, the guy had his that's gross. She did electric slide and she's sliding her fingers. And I wish
just love it. I've never heard that before. The electric slide.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. My God, the electric slide. Yeah, no, but that was probably the only person along the line and stuff, you know.
That's weird.
Hey, listen. Hey, fuck you.
Sorry, that did come up like that, right?
Hey, fuck you,
weird,
man.
don't you? No,
You're the one who likes being shit on.
Yeah,
I'm the weird one.
Like this is a comic. I'm pretty sure we all know him. I'm not gonna say his name just for this. But
Cumbucket.
he came out.
I love it.
He came out and said that he's bisexual,
right?
And he does like shows where he like talks about his thing, and nothing about this man is attractive to, like I don't see anything attractive to him,
right.
But I can feel his sexness, whatever that is, whatever
that phrase. That's probably incorrect, but his sexness.
His sexness, like the thing was, like I shook his hand and I realized I was shaking it longer than I should have. Like I should have stopped, he should have stopped, but at that moment I was realizing, oh man, you have soft hands with a strong grip. That's pretty dope, man. And I was like,
he's manly. If he's the same guy I'm thinking about, he's in the circuit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it might be. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Very manly, but very sexy.
I just know he has a sex. Like if Joe was like, yo, he's getting bitches, I'm like, word. Like I would agree. I'm like, yeah, he probably is.
That, yo, he's getting bitches.
Bitches.
His sexness is getting bitches.
Yeah. But yes.
Yeah.
So I see his sexiness, but at no point would I ever go, I want to suck his dick. Like I won't think that, but I do acknowledge that, and I think that's what our society's missing out on because we go with. Man crushes and homosexual experiences. I don't think those are homosexual experiences. That's you realizing what's happening because you.
I think the performer that's gotten the most, that kind of pushed it in terms of making people go, men, essentially straight people think, oh shit, is Prince. Like so many comics and performers have talked about how they were attracted to Prince because Prince is, I think, pretty macho in terms of what he wants and in terms of sex, but he has a very feminine thing going on, and I've heard many straight men say that they were attractive. I never was, but I'm trying to think of if there was anybody in the media. I know that I wanted to fucking be George Clooney. I know that I wanted to be fucking Mickey Rourke because they were so cool and smooth. I don't know if I was attracted to them though, but I wanted to be fucking Mickey Rourke when he was beautiful and awesome, like in the 80s. I go, like, how can I be? Alec Baldwin, that's another guy I want to be. I want to look like that guy. That guy crushes vagina. Ha! Pussy. But I never felt like I was attracted to them. I don't even, like, George Clooney, I don't even know if I think he's cool. It's just every woman talks about him. You go like, I want to be that guy. I want to be George Clooney, you know?
He looks good in a suit.
What's that?
He looks good in a suit.
Clooney. Yeah. Well, but he also looks like supremely confident, too. That's the other thing.
I feel like he's not, though.
Yeah, I don't think he is at all. He marries like young, or he dates younger women.
Look at who he picks to date.
Right, younger women.
And also, like, not on par with him.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? That woman he married is better than him.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, she's a doctor, and she's like, no, not doctor, lawyer, sorry.
Oh, she's not better than him then.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Sorry, 'cause I thought you said she was better than him.
In a different field. Meaning, like, he could never be with somebody in his field that's on par with him.
But why would you anyway, though?
Because...
Or a better way to say it. No, go ahead, sir.
Because you are so secure that you don't have to be competitive.
But I also think, look, it's fine. I think you're right. If you date someone within your field, that's fine. I'm just thinking, but you also are attracted to what you're not, too. You know what I mean? Like, what can that person bring to me that I don't know? You know, and she seems like a pretty heady person, pretty helpful person, you know, and he comes from a very sort of superficial world. I mean, I'm talking in broad strokes. So maybe she's there to ground him, you know, like, okay, you go ahead and be the Hollywood actor. I'll be the one that deals with reality, like in a very
I don't know,
tactile way.
I wonder so much about Hollywood because when actors marry or date people that aren't actors, I'm like, how'd you meet this person? So to meet a lawyer, what did you have to do? Did you commit a crime? How'd you meet her? Were you at some like were you at some Tinder? Like, what were you doing? There's something that had to happen that you met that person. Either that person's trying to get into the field slowly or surely, you know, without saying much, or there's something else. There's some other reason.
Come on, though, man. Generally, Hollywood actors are great-looking people.
No, I agree.
So
I completely get that.
everyone's going to be attracted to them. It's not
I
hard
get
to
that, but
find
not every lawyer is going to be attractive. That's what I'm saying. Not every lawyer is going to be attractive. Not every lawyer should be even in that room. I would assume.
Yet, generally, a beautiful Hollywood actor, blah blah blah, is going to pick someone who at least. Look-wise, they're, you know.
No, I agree.
So
I agree.
So it's not so much that the lawyer has to be good-looking. The actor is looking for someone who.
No, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is that if the red carpet happened and you was watching the red carpet one day and you like saw Rihanna and then I popped up, niggas, like you're like, wait,
You're
why is
good-looking, dude? Why wouldn't you not think that?
But
would,
you
think
would
people
be
would
like,
be like, what the fuck?
I would hope that you would wonder, how'd you meet Rihanna? Like, where were you that Rihanna was there too, and then you had a chance to talk to Rihanna? That's what I would say. George Clooney is a really big guy. He's like very famous. He's very important. Where was she when she met this dude?
I think a charity. He does like all that humanitarian
And
stuff.
she was a lawyer?
She's a human rights civil.
Oh, okay. That's good. I'm glad
what
about
is
that
sexier than having that in common? Like, oh, you're an altruistic person. Yeah, I see the world. That's incredibly a turn on. You know,
No, I completely agree. I did not know that was
She's like an ambassador or something.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
I don't know. Don't quote.
Why can't you just say lawyer
No,
then?
she's
There's so
a
much
lawyer,
more.
but she does like human rights stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
International
wonderful.
stuff.
Okay, what
He's
kind
a
of
noted liberal, noted guy who likes doing charity. So yeah,
And he
it
gives
makes
out.
sense. And she's hot.
And
I'm
she's
gonna do
beautiful.
research on her, and I'm gonna come back to you guys.
She's really pretty.
First of all, by the way, I gotta say that if you and Rihanna showed up on a red carpet, I might wonder. But if you and George Clooney showed up, I said, I get it.
Yeah, you
Totally
get that.
get
That
it.
makes perfect sense.
I totally get it.
Perfect sense. Yeah.
George
That's what I was
wanted himself some Chris Hamilton.
some dark chocolate.
You ain't that dark.
I know. My
You're
dick
more
is.
like
I'm sorry.
my
that was
head
too
just
much.
my eyes just popped out of my head.
I'll be on a red carpet with my boyfriend.
I would remember.
I can't wait to listen to this like 5 years from now. Like, yeah.
No, you should
it all
listen
happened
tonight just to cringe.
what? 5 years from now, I guarantee all this is gonna happen. I'm gonna be beside George Clooney, or beside your
My
crush.
boyfriend.
Aw, boyfriend.
She becomes 4 when you do that. You realize
He's
that?
so cute.
I love that. That's adorable.
He's the cutest
All right, wait.
little dog.
So it's
It's time.
it's close to time, if anything. Yes.
Time.
Yes.
To
People gonna
say
start walking
goodbye.
in soon.
Can I start talking about what I wanted to talk about? This week? I said really quickly.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I didn't
just-
even know.
No,
You missed that.
No. So this week was the first time I ever sexted with anybody.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Shit, we forgot.
Yeah.
We forgot.
And what it was, I did it through Facebook, so it
I say
wasn't.
ew?
What's that?
Can I say ooh?
Go.
Because that's the reaction I have when
Do
I hear
it.
him say ew!
Thank you. You have
Wait.
to go so loud.
I thought she said who? Do we know this person? Is this person in
Not at all.
comedy?
I don't know this person.
She a lawyer?
No.
Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Keep going. I apologize.
I sexted with Rihanna. That's who I did. So I get an inbox message on my Facebook page, and it's a woman, and I'm like, it's probably a spam bot. I get a lot of those. So I go, I'm gonna delete it. Except I recognize the name a little bit. Not that I knew the person, but I go, I think they commented on another comic's conversation between us. So I called the comic or contacted the comic. I said, yeah, no, she's cool. I said, all right, so I'll start a conversation, and then she starts going, I think you're really cute. I'm like, "Woot." You know?
That was
And I go,
legit,
okay, that's
guys.
cool, whatever. Like, enjoy it, right? And she goes like, I love your pictures, and you're very funny. I go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this as a flirting thing. And just flirt, fucking. And then she goes, I love thick Hispanic men, which made me go like, Okay. I don't think women want to be called thick, but a man really doesn't want to be called thick. You know, thick. I'm like, I'll play along anyway. So I'm like, oh, thank you. That's really nice of you. And then, like, within a minute, she goes, I want to suck your cock or text. I was like, okay, all right. And there's two things. One is I want to keep this going because I want to see, like, where this is going to go. But also, I don't know how to extricate myself sometimes out of something. I'm like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. They could have said, I'm going to kill your family. I'm like, oh, okay, but what do you know? And so,
what do you want tonight?
And yeah, exactly. You want to get lunch? Yeah. And so we started going back and forth, and I started having fun with the idea of how gross I can get, you know. And I got pretty gross, and she kept on just loving it, and I was like, this is weird. And at one point, I made up I needed an excuse to get out of it if I had to. So I said, listen, I'm at work. So if I have to leave really quickly, it's because I'm at work, right? So my friend called me. I won't talk to my friend right now. So I'm at work. I got my bosses here. So I got out of the conversation. When I come back, she had written all this crazy over the top shit, just crazy over the. And so I was like, someone was being naughty. One line, and I go, I'm gonna have to punish you, but I don't have a belt, so I'm gonna have to use my dick.
Father Joe.
Did you not hear that? Did you hear what I just said?
I heard what you said.
And I said, that's got to be the point where she goes, I'm out. No, she goes, oh, that's great.
Yeah, why would you think?
Insane. This is insane. And she went even crazier and crazier.
That's what you do.
Well,
I'm sorry.
And motherfucker.
I'm sorry. I'm really ready.
No, go ahead. Go.
No. Keep going.
Keep going.
Seriously.
We're listening.
I want you to ask her if she will shit on your chest. And if she says yes, marry her. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's it.
You and I have different standards of what we want to marry. I think you and I have different versions of who we want.
Look, she sounds like a keeper
forever.
to me, okay?
Listen, I love you. Very beautiful.
Will you take a steamer on my
Yeah, exactly.
You do it. Sounds like your next wife.
What happened to my first wife? Did she die? Yeah, and it just and then it started getting very boring and very awkward. What had happened too is, like I told you, I took a call from my friend, one of my best friends in comedy, and we were talking for 20 minutes, and I remembered, oh, this is what I like talking with people I care about and people who know me, and it was like a quality exchange as opposed to like, suck my dick. I'd love to take your cock and put it in my mouth. I was like, who the fuck is this? What are we talking about? You know?
She, from a girl perspective.
Sure.
Have you ever met her face to face ever?
No.
How old is she?
I would say she's my age.
Okay.
Old.
So it sounds like she's horny, and it sounds like
She's also married, by the way.
Well, yeah, it sounds like an Ashley Madison thing.
Well, okay, let me throw out some details. I guess it came up pretty quick. She goes, because I think I saw her page. She goes, it says you're married, which I didn't ask that going, I'm out if you're married. She goes, oh, yeah, but no, she about to say, are you single? I said, yes. She goes, I'm married. I go, oh. And goes, but it's complicated. So, okay, I don't care. Then, and again, I wasn't interested. I saw her picture immediately, and I was like, I don't care. By the way, she kept on sending me pictures of her half naked, and I know she wanted me to send pictures, and I'm like, I'm not going to fucking do that. I wouldn't do that with a girlfriend,
A husband of hers did some shit.
I got a sense that it's just a loveless marriage. That's what I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
She wants to fuck.
By the way, Christy's using the register of cheating. Hello.
Yeah.
I want to have sex with somebody outside of my partner. By the way, that's what I used to get out of it, because the next day she was like literally going like, oh, I'm so hot for you. I want to. And I said, hey, you're married, so I'm gonna back off. I could give a shit. I didn't want to because I didn't want to. But I couldn't say I don't find you attractive or I'm not interested, because that would just be shitty.
But do you find her attractive?
No.
Oh, well, that's why.
She's not ugly. I don't think even if they were attractive, I would have necessarily gone about it that way. Because I don't know who the fuck this is. Do you know what I mean? I'm not interested in that. You're gonna suck my cock? Do you have warrants? Are you a real person?
Well, she's probably doing this to other dudes.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think so. No, I would.
There's a reason why.
Let me cut you off on that one, because the comic that we know in common, whatever, fat Latino comic. So yeah, I think she's a type.
Did he say he had sex with her?
No.
You didn't ask?
I was already uncomfortable enough with the whole thing.
Oh wow.
Oh, and it's not. It wouldn't. It's okay. If it was some cute girl that I liked, then I would fucking talk about it like ad nauseum. But because I didn't care, I'm like, why am I going to talk about this?
This is what I think. I think that she's not. Well, you don't find her attractive,
Right.
so I assume she's not doing it to everybody because she knows she's not attractive. Like when you're like 20, you get, oh, I'm attractive. Even if you're not that attractive, you can still get dick. The older you get as a female, the less dick you can get. Especially if you're not that attractive.
Though, Chris, like the way she was, all the responses were like, "Oh, you've done this before," which is another turn off. You're like, if I'm gonna engage someone like that, like, well, it's between you and I. It's not. All right, let me pull out my sexting dialogue, and this is what to say. It's like it felt like you don't.
Oh, you felt like it was scripted.
Not scripted so much, but practiced. Like she had done this before. You know what I mean? Like it's like this was like
Wait a minute, but she's old. That's what you said. You said she's old.
No, what I said was she's my age.
So she's
and that became she was older in your head.
Yeah,
no.
So what I have to do?
She's not unattractive. She's just not what I.
So what I have to say for that one is that she has at least 20 years of practice, right? Give or take.
Right.
And that's just giving her like I guess half her age, because I don't know how old you are.
I don't know what your point. I'm 23. I'm 46 years old. What do you
46. Okay, so 20 years of 46 is like still what 26.
Yeah, that's how math works.
Yes. So I'm just saying, so from 26 and up years, 20 more years, you can at least assume that she's probably practicing those things already, just because she has time. Like, we get on stage, we practice our material. We try different things, we want to see what works, what works. After 20 years, you're going to fucking be good with your material, regardless. No matter what you say, no matter what a heckler says to me, I'm not going to be like, Chris Rock can handle a heckler now. I can't handle a heckler so well, but I can do all right. Chrissy, can you handle a heckler? She can handle a heckler. Imagine 10 years from now. She'll be fucking dope with it. She didn't have to try.
Fucking
like
dope
the
with it.
FedEx man that your friend handles.
Yeah. Don't have to try. I don't know the FedEx guy.
What?
He looked like, what?
What are you talking about?
I'm just thinking about all the people that come to her door and deliver things.
Okay. Well, you actually just said another reason I wouldn't be interested. Because, like, when I connect with somebody sexually, I don't want it to be a practice game. The same way I don't think they want me to be like... It's like, my experience with women is that if I use what I used before in that situation, they're going to be, what the fuck are you doing? No, you got to pay attention. And you got to go, what do you like? What do I like doing with you? What do you bring out in me? So if like you said, she's practicing, I'm like... Yeah, but I don't want your act.
No, I don't
want your act. I want what do you? I mean, wasn't interested anyway. The only reason I stayed, the only reason I got into was like I want to practice my foot in it, and then it goes into
So
like what the fuck, you know?
What are people into these days?
Yeah, these kids,
I kept on thinking it's gross.
If you wanna, I would say if you wanna get rid of, I'm pretty sure you probably got rid of it.
No. What I said to her was, I'm not. You have a husband, and I'm stopping because I don't want anyone angry at me. She has contacted me since. I can tell she still wants to, but I'm like not taking the bait at all. I'm not even. I'm like, you know.
I'd love to do this. I do this.
I think it's mean.
What?
I think it's mean for me to continue.
No, I agree.
Engaging this person.
No,
you know.
I would
not
say
it's like,
if you wanna get rid of all the dirt, just write to her and say like, hey, I'm actually looking for like a relationship. If you're willing to commit to me. No.
No.
Because you think she might break up with him.
No, I just think I'm already being dishonest saying I don't want to do this because you have a husband. I don't want to do this because.
Wait, so you do want to do it?
Stop.
Oh, sorry.
Why don't you just tell her you think she's disgusting and leave him the fuck
That sounds exactly like who I am, right? You know me fairly okay.
Like, bitch, this is motherfucking disgusting. Get off me.
You know what I'm fearing?
What?
That she might even like that more. Bitch!
Oh, I'm such a dirty lady. That sounds ridiculous.
She should have jumped off when I said, I don't have a belt, so I'm going to use my dick. That's what she should have said.
Why? Who? Bitches like that shit. They love that.
Piqued her interest.
I
Oh,
guess.
slap me.
All right, yeah, we have to close up soon because it's
All right.
6:15.
So let me
wrap it up.
What'd you tell me to do?
I said I love you.
Then wrap it up. Wrap it up before you slap
Just
her.
simply, and then not only do I have that exchange with my friend where I interrupted what we were doing, then later another friend of mine, we were talking. She's in Alabama right now. Really cool, like a dancer. We made films together, and we were. What's that? I wish the kind that you are into.
I love
That'd be awesome.
Said it. Okay.
That is a little wicked. Wicked. And so we're talking, and we're still on Facebook actually, and we were talking about something specific, and then she said like, "Oh, I made a little joke." And then I said, oh, you made the tiniest joke, because that's what it heard in my head, like the title of a kid's story. I'm always thinking of kids' stories, right? Mm-hmm. So I thought of the tiniest joke. She goes, why don't you tell me a story about the tiniest joke? And I created this joke for about, it's not a joke, I'm sorry, it was a story that took about 45 minutes where it was back and forth, and it was amazing. Like everything the phone call with this woman was, the text with this woman, this was. It's just like because we have respect for each other and we care about each other, and it was like, oh, she's really interested in what I'm saying right now. That to me is much more interesting than some fucking person going, I want to suck your cock, I want to lick your... Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, why would you say that to me ever unless I knew you? You know what I mean? Like, it's just not interesting to me. I think it's like when a woman gets a dick pic. You're like, thank you, I guess. What the fuck did you send me a picture of your dick for? You know, like, what the hell is that about?
I don't know who's boss, right?
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah.
What?
No.
No, I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said. What?
To let her know who's boss. Like that belt.
Yeah.
Like that
I don't
belt.
have a belt, so I'm going to use my dick. But no, like, I created a story. The person was interested in the story. I go, that's a lot hotter than any kind of garbage talk just with some random stranger. You know, it's just I've never been that guy. You know.
No, I get you.
Guys.
I respect that.
You want to wrap it up, Chris?
Sensitive Joseph.
Yeah, to some degree.
Yeah, I love that. No, that's
I'm
awesome.
very proud of it.
Like, yeah, like the Drake of comedy. I love it.
You had to bring up Drake?
It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
This has been the I Swear to God podcast. You guys got anything you want to promote with that?
Nah, son.
Jesus Christ.
You want to promote Christy Village?
Yeah.
Wants to promote you because he really needs your help. Like, his word is not getting out there.
Yeah, it's not out
I
there.
don't know.
Yeah, I'll be at the comic strip in about a week, and I'm also be at the Creek in the Cave doing improv, and I'm all over the city when I can be. Thank you, everybody.
Donate to homeless.
Yes, absolutely.